Ready, bub? We're gonna vlog with the new GoPro. A little bit late for school. The motorcycle wouldn't start, so we had to ride our bicycles instead. But today we're gonna test out our new GoPro. Right now we're on the old GoPro, a really old GoPro.
It's like the first one?
No, it's like the third one. It's a Hero 3. Well, the other day we bought the Hero 6, and it's supposed to be so much better. So we're gonna find out. The camera has an in-camera stabilization system that it makes it a lot less shaky, which this camera is really bad at. I'm really just hoping that the picture looks more stable. Want to go get some donuts, Bubba?
Yeah.
It's already frozen. It won't even turn off. This is our new GoPro, and we will try this out now. So you guys saw the old GoPro footage from here on out. It's going to be the new GoPro footage. I'm still kind of learning this little tiny guy, but we'll see. Tell me if it looks any different. Hopefully it looks and sounds a lot better. Now we got the Hero 6, and it's a little sunnier now at this point, so it should look better anyway, but we'll test the audio out and we'll test the video out and see how it looks. It'll be fun. I might use it for the rest of the day too. I gotta work a little bit and do a few other things, and we'll see how much I like it. We're gonna put this thing to the test and see if it can handle a more aggressive situation. Okay, let's go see how this thing holds up. So I don't know if the camera can hear me, but we're gonna try to test out the audio while I don't have any microphone or anything going on. It sure is nice though to be able to turn the camera on and off with voice control. GoPro, stop recording. We just tried out the camera. Now it's a different day, but yesterday we tried out the GoPro and saw how it reacted to the bicycle and it reacted to the motorcycle and all that fun stuff. But now we're going to try out how it reacts to skateboarding. Lens cap, where are you? We pretty much have everything we need. We're gonna catch a ride to the park. Gonna bring the skateboard and see what kind of trouble we can get into. Okay, we're gonna look around in here. They got a bunch of flowers. This is like the Clovis Botanical Garden. I come here a lot to shoot photos, obviously in springtime when there's more flowers, but I'm gonna walk through here anyway just to see what it looks like. This camera has image stabilization, which really helps me to get more stable shots, which that was one thing I didn't like about my old GoPro, was how shaky it was. I was going to do some more filming in the park, but there's a lot of people there, and it's winter, nothing's blooming, so we're gonna go hang out here. I'm pretty excited about it because I reviewed some of it last night and it looks significantly better than anything I've ever used on GoPro, so that's pretty cool. So a lot of times in this shot right here specifically, doing this is incredibly shaky hardly ever usable. So, putting it to the test. All fucking done. I gotta organize my little station here. Done skateboarding, had a good time. Just messed around with my new GoPro. This is my old GoPro. Actually, this is not the first one I ever bought. This is my old camera. I'll show you guys just because it's nostalgic to me. This is the first camera that I ever bought. Dirty. You can see it's got a little bit of wear and tear. The lens has a scratch on it. It's super dirty. I don't even have the door for it anymore for the openings. I've done a lot of work on this thing. I'm not saying goodbye to it. I'm going to use it. I'm literally going to use this thing until it either breaks, gets lost or stolen, or just blows up or melts on me. I've had it, I think it's been like 5 years now since I bought it. Still works great. I mean, I have the sound turned off, but there it is. It still works great. Obviously it doesn't, I'm going to turn it on. It's fine. So obviously it's recording now, but still works perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. The problem is it doesn't have in-camera stabilization like this camera does. So it's real jittery whenever you film. It's like this. And the quality is just horrible in comparison to the Hero 6, which is what I'm shooting on now. But what I wanted to say, I'm going to turn this off. What I wanted to say is when I bought this thing, I think it was like $300 plus a bunch of accessories. I spent close to $1,000 over the years on GoPro gear. Really what I want to say is the use that I got out of this little tiny camera is it's invaluable. I mean, some of the most important, and actually a few, I would say like the most important moments of my life were literally captured on this thing. Even though it's really not like a vlogging camera, it's not a home recording camera. This old one doesn't even have a display or monitor. You don't know what you're shooting, obviously. Anybody that's owned GoPros know that that's, you know, you just point and shoot and hope that you're getting the footage you want. You get used to just looking at the lens correctly and getting the right framing. And enough about the tech stuff. What I want to say is, well, you know what? I'm going to switch off this camera. This is GoPro. I'm going to switch to a better camera. So we switched cameras, and now I'm going to share with you guys something that I find very important. It's kind of the way that I look at these little bad boys. To me, this kind of stuff is creative. Yeah, you could use it for filmmaking. You could use it semi-pro or pro. I mean, whatever you use it for. It's obvious what they're for. They're action cameras. They're tiny. They're super lightweight. Surprisingly, the new one's a lot heavier. It does have, like I said, the LCD. This one doesn't. But it feels, honestly, it feels almost twice as heavy. You're documenting your life, and it's like an extension, the way I see it. It's like an extension of your memories, so you're able to go back and see something the way it sounded, the way it looked. I'm not talking you into buying a GoPro. I'm just saying in general, kind of sharing with you guys something that matters to me, and it's mattered to me a lot is, again, this camera has really captured things in my life that are some of the, if not the absolute most important moments I've ever had. This little guy right here has done it. So just super glad that this kind of technology is around. I mean, when I was a kid, there was, you know, huge camcorders. It was VHS tapes, and things weren't easy to edit. You couldn't just, you know, you literally had to cut tape up to do it, or VCR to VCR and record and stop, and it was super complicated. Where this, I mean, it's super easy. You know, a lot of people complain about the prices. I don't know. I guess if it's valuable to you, it is or it isn't. This kind of stuff is just, it's super important, and to keep it and to archive it and to be able to come back later and see something super special or important to you, you know, captured. You just, like I said, you never know what's going to matter to you most, who's going to be around or not going to be around in your future. And if you've been able to capture it, then, you know, obviously that's going to be special. Don't be afraid to capture something and be creative with it, but also, you know, use your phone, use your camera. I was watching a YouTube video today, and this guy mentioned, you know, when you take your camera out, your phone, any camera really for that matter, treat it like a professional camera when you're taking pictures or when you're videotaping. Don't just hold it and stand there. You know, think of it in a creative way. Like, how can you get better angles? How can you get better lighting? How can you tell a better story? How can you capture something a little more meaningful? You know, it's not a bad idea, since we're all pretty much addicted to our screens and our phones anyway. GoPro, start recording. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, turn off. Obviously pretty cool, needless to say. And again, when it's connected to my helmet, super close to my mouth, I can give it voice controls. When I'm backpacking, hiking, and super tired, and I just don't want to have to fumble around with buttons when you're lightheaded, tired, and sweaty. And it's just super nice, super convenient. I really look forward to using it. Whereas like this old camera had none of that. No touch screen, couldn't see anything you were filming. You were just pointing and shooting. Still a magnificent piece of equipment. Even if you guys were to buy used ones, old ones, Craigslist, whatever, it's super valuable. To be honest with you, I kind of enjoyed making this video. It's kind of a different video. It's almost like a review / vlog, whatever, but I had fun, so I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching.